Hi, this is Asher with Conference Tracker Support, and today we'll be going over how to create sessions for your conference. Sessions will be all of the presentations or workshops that your conference will hold during your event, whether it's online or on site at your actual event. To get started, log into your Conference Tracker account, and on the left-hand navigation menu, click on Conference and Sessions. Here, if you have some sessions already created, you will see a list of them, which you can also edit each of those by clicking on their names. But today we'll be creating a brand new session. To do that, we will begin by pressing this blue Create button, and you will be at the Create a New Session page. From here, we will go section by section and explain each one of them. The first section will be the name and description section. Here, you can just simply enter the name of your session and a short description if needed. Up next is the date and time, where you can set the start and end time of your session. By clicking on the text box, you will see a calendar to make this selection easier for you. So we can just pick this date and time. And then the end time will be automatically filled depending on your start time, but you can change it as well. Let's change that. There we go. Up next is the location of your session. Here, if you have some rooms already created, you will be able to pick from them, but rest assured you can always go back and change this. Up next, we have the fee and registration section. This section is optional. You can enable it and disable it in your settings, but if it is enabled, you can set a fee to your session, the maximum number of attendees that are allowed to register for the session, and if it's available for online registration as well. Up next, we have attendance tracking. Here you can set the parameters of your attendance tracking per session. For example, you can require sign out. You can enter the number of credits that your session will award, the required presence percentage, and required presence in minutes. You can set both the required presence in percentage and minutes, but rest assured that attendees meeting just one of the above conditions will receive credits. Up next, we have the track section, where you can assign your sessions to a track if you have created it beforehand. But again, you can always do this after you have created your session. In the presenter section, you can choose the speaker or presenter of your session. Simply clicking on the text box will give you a list of all of your pre-created presenters. Down below, we have the attendance mode. In the attendance mode, you can choose what type of session you will be holding, whether it's on site, online, or a mix of both. For on-site sessions, you can just pick on-site and your creation of your session will be pretty much done here. But if you are holding an online session, clicking on the online option or the mixed option will give you extra parameters. In the streaming section, you will be able to link your online session. Depending on what service will be hosting your online session, we can choose two methods of linking it. The first one will be embedding it, which is the default. Services like YouTube and Vimeo allow you to embed your presentation by offering you a code that you can enter here. An example of a video embed code can look like this. Now, if your service does not offer an embed code and you simply just have a link to your online session, you can turn off the embed option here and just enter the direct link to your video. For example, if your online presentation will be hosted through either Zoom or GoToMeeting, you can simply put the invitation code here. The last section will be the custom fields section. Here, if you have enabled this in your settings, you will be able to add some additional parameters to your sessions. And then once you're done, you can simply click on Save Changes, and your session will be created. If you need to make any edits, simply find your session in the session list, click on its name, and you can change everything we just changed once again. Thanks for watching, and if you need support for Conference Tracker, please email us at comptrack@engineerica.com.